This is the definition of misspent youth. Fuck their opinions, you can still make it, and here's the proof. Music shaped my life from the root to the fruit. This is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. It's going out to my UK troops. Fuck their opinions, we can still make it, and here's the proof. Music shaped my life from the root to the fruit. This is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thinking back to a time when things were good. It was so long ago, I can't remember like I could. I was young, I was dumb, didn't know right from wrong. Barely grown, 4 years old, dad cheated on mum. Straight from a happy home to a council flat. Down and outs, wife beaters, lager louts and that. Looking back, I was too young to understand it, so I never gave a damn. There was far too much fun to be had. 17, Brighton House, Brooklyn Road, Cheltenham. With big bro gone, I become my own protection. Learn valuable lessons from my progression through life. Stick up for your friends and how to hold my own in a fight. I did alright at school, Brighton quite likeable young boy. Thought maths was crap, so art became my first joy. Drawing pictures soon became a passion, till I started writing songs all by myself and trying to dance like Michael Jackson. The man was like my idol, I had a couple vinyls. I was 9 and open-minded, yo, his influence was vital at the time. I'd buy all the Michael I could find. Thriller was a killer album, Keep It Bad was fucking live. Life ain't always happy though, there is another side. A blood clot formed on the nerve on my mother's eye. I thought my mum would die, the doctors had to try to remove it from her brain. She was lucky to survive. I never went to see her cause I couldn't stand the sight. And my mother with her head cut open, man, it made me frightened. So I had to move away until she was alright. And the only place that I could go was dad's down in Brighton. I thought my mother broke him up, I blamed her for dad leaving. Never knew dad cheated, all the exact reasons. So I really loved him to bits. I thought my dad was the king and thought my mum was a bitch. See, my mother was Maltese, the family live overseas. She hated the estate straight and wanted to leave. As far as she was concerned, we were living in a hole that she didn't want to stay in. I was only 9 years old, so I didn't get a say in it. I had to leave, had to slide, leave the only land I knew behind. It was heavy, thought I'd never see my friends again. Big bro and sis had their own lives already, so my mum bought me a Prezi to cheer me up. A ghetto blaster with a tape in it called Crisscross Jump. I was dumbstruck, amazed at this gift from mum. Back then, I didn't even know what hip-hop was, son. Our time at home was nearly up. As soon as my mother recovered, we were moving out to Malta, man. I didn't understand why we were leaving. I guess everything that happens in life does so for a reason. When the first relevant element of hip-hop that I can think of became evident. Arrested Development's incredible single called Mr. Window captured my imagination, plain and simple. I was barely 5 foot tall, start of it all. Bought a tape from a market stall and started playing basketball. Felt like I was in a Martian school cause I couldn't understand the language. So I soon began to really understand the anguish that I heard on my tape. I was the odd one out now, so I learned to relate. Cause I never knew which parent caused the hurt and the pain. I started raising hell, looking for a person to blame. My middle name was tomfoolery, thought I was cool. Skipping school and causing trouble every new opportunity. My mother was religious, so she wasn't amused. I couldn't speak Maltese, but was fluent in truancy. And then it happened. One day at school I got chatting to these two kids, Aldo and Darren. I never imagined that we shared the same passion. We formed a crew, they introduced me to gangster rapping. It was 95, my mind was wide open. Striving for the life of these cats, they high rolling. I had to be a rapper, that was it, path chosen. Hypnotized by Snoop, I decided to start smoking. I thought the West was the best coast. 13 years old, started on the gin and juice and the endo. Corrupt was my favorite, but Snoop Dogg had the best flow. Impressionable mind, brainwashed by death row. My mother wasn't impressed, it went against her beliefs. She didn't want me hanging out on the streets, all she wanted was peace. She was heartbroken to say the least when her son started getting into shit with police. She was ashamed, she never had no trouble with her other kids. That nowadays the coppers knew her by her first name. By my 15th birthday, she was praying for a miracle. She didn't want her son to be a criminal. But life isn't always that simple when you're living in the country with no law for underage drinking at 16. All I wanted to do was impress bitches. Went the wrong route, fuck mum's best wishes. I was doing drugs, breaking into cars, going clubbing, getting drunk in bars, pissing off the public. Causing trouble, acting hard, starting loads of fights for nothing. It was fun, man, especially when you're young. By 18 it got too much for my mother to handle, cause she couldn't deal with her youngest son being a vandal. She was distraught, but even in her worst nightmare, she never thought she'd see my ass in court. Going according to plan, I was causing more trouble as I was growing from a boy to a man, a misfit, disregarding all the laws of the land on purpose so my mum would let me move back in with my dad. Taste changes with age, got into Wu-Tang Clan. They were bad, selling albums at the back of a van. I was hooked on Wu tracks, Wu caps and Wu jumpers, even scarred Wu-Tang in my arm with a compass. My mum was frightened, I was looking up to gangsters and trying to live like them. Tired of my life and stuck out on a foreign island, surrounded by loads of violent cats. My clique was rugged, that's why I started writing raps. Adolescent, unpleasant and uptight, so amazed when my whole life changed in one night. I got into a fight with this security guard who ended up in hospital because he thought he was hard. Me and my main man ended up in court, we were charged with violent conduct and grievous bodily harm. That's when the bomb dropped. Pics from CCTV showed the guard started the fight, it was clear as can be. But it took 7 court appearances, twice our lawyer didn't come. Once I showed up drunk and that wasn't funny, son. Tons of legal costs, had to pay the fucking lawyer and the fines, and then 2 big fat restraining orders. But it meant I could move back in a month, no fuss. Got off lightly, no cuffs, but mum had had enough. She was hurt from all the stressing, said I had to learn some lessons. It was best for both of us, so she gave me a blessing to leave. Set free, started packing my bags and had to face facts. I was moving back in with dad. My mother saw it as a stab in the back, but I had to get my life on track, and that was that. I've always had a thirst for knowledge, so as soon as I got back to England, I got my shit together and enrolled in college. Back then I really wanted to be a mechanic, but I did the first year and quit, not because I couldn't hack it, I was lying to myself. Basically it was a farce, I never been the type to quit just cause I couldn't be asked. I wanted to live large, write tracks and spit bars, just like rap's big stars, not fucking fixed cars. Then one fateful day, I met a kid called GARVEY, and I won't delay to say the man's a genius. I can't believe we're on the same team. It must have been destiny, cause we both followed the same dream. Now we're here, sights set firmly on a killing. I guess the story's only just beginning. I'm as ready as ever, I've never been known for bluffing, but I didn't come all this way for nothing. This is the definition of misspent youth. Fuck their opinions, you can still make it, and here's the proof. Music shaped my life from the root to the fruit. This is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. It's going out to my UK troops, fuck their opinions, we can still make it, and here's the proof. Music shaped my life from the root to the fruit. This is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.